Everyone dies, but few return to tell the tale. Welcome to The Day I Died, where survivors share their extraordinary experiences from the other side.
Hello, my name is Ingrid, and in the midst of a Danish summer in 1974, at the age of 30, my life took an unexpected turn that would forever change my understanding of existence. What began as a simple headache led me to Copenhagen's Central Hospital, where I sought answers about a possible brain tumor. Little did I know that this routine examination would become the gateway to an extraordinary experience that would reshape my entire worldview. The incident occurred during a diagnostic procedure when a young doctor attempted to inject air into my spine. His inexperience led to multiple attempts at insertion, far exceeding the standard protocol. Each time the needle struck my central nervous system, my vital signs fluctuated dangerously. The resulting trauma plunged me into unconsciousness for nearly a month, but within that darkness I experienced something profound that defies ordinary explanation. My first sensation was one of lightness, as if I had shed the weight of my physical form. I found myself floating near the ceiling of the hospital room, watching with detached curiosity as medical staff worked frantically over my body below. The pain that had brought me there had vanished entirely, replaced by an inexplicable sense of peace. What happened next confirmed to me that consciousness exists beyond our physical form. I followed the doctor who had performed the procedure to his home, watching as he wrestled with his guilt. I observed details about his house, the arrangement of his furniture, his bathroom habits, even his nervous tics, all of which I later verified when I recovered. When I told him about these observations months later, his face grew pale with recognition of the truth in my words. But this was merely the beginning of my journey. I found myself drawn through a luminous tunnel, emerging into a realm of indescribable beauty. The colors there made our earthly palette seem like mere shadows. It was as if I had spent my whole life seeing in black and white, only to suddenly experience the full spectrum of existence. I stood in a meadow filled with flowers whose hues defied earthly description, their beauty beyond anything our minds can comprehend in our physical form. In this realm, I encountered those who had passed before me, appearing younger than when I'd known them on earth, their faces partially obscured by a gentle mist. Though I longed to join them, I received a clear message that it wasn't my time. This communication came not through words, but through a direct understanding that seemed to bypass normal sensory channels. During my journey, I witnessed what appeared to be a simple archway, what I came to understand as the gateway to life's meaning. Through it, I glimpsed a truth so fundamental that it seemed almost laughable in its simplicity, though this insight would later slip from my conscious memory, leaving only the certainty of its existence. The experience then shifted to reveal what I believe were glimpses of past lives. Though I'd grown up in a secular Danish household, these visions challenged my skepticism about reincarnation. I saw myself as a Native American warrior, living in harmony with nature until war brought a tragic end. In another life, I was one of several young women living in an elevated dwelling, serving as companions in what felt like an ancient Asian culture. Perhaps most dramatically, I witnessed myself as a French aristocrat during what must have been the Revolution, experiencing the terror and indignity of public execution. The most profound part of my experience came during my life review, guided by a presence of pure love that I sensed behind my left shoulder. Though I never turned to look, I felt it was Jesus, though this belief came more from the feeling of unconditional love than any visual confirmation. This being showed me my current life from birth until the moment of my accident, but from a perspective that revealed not just my actions, but also my thoughts and intentions. I was shocked to discover that my thoughts carried more weight than my actions. A kind deed done with resentment counted for less than a genuine moment of compassion, even if that compassion never translated into action. I saw myself through unfiltered eyes, my childhood kindness to the alcoholics near my home, sharing Jesus' love with them and helping clean their modest dwellings, but also my moments of judgment and casual cruelty. The review included a pivotal childhood moment that explained my troubled relationship with my father. At age 10, I had refused to attend my grandfather's birthday party, declaring that he would die that night. When my prediction proved accurate, it created a rift with my father that I had never understood until seeing it from this higher perspective. When it became clear that I had to return to my body, I resisted. The spiritual realm felt like home, and the thought of returning to physical form felt like being forced into a straitjacket that, after experiencing perfect freedom, the pain upon my return was excruciating, and I found myself changed in unexpected ways. I developed a heightened sensitivity to others' thoughts and feelings, often sensing the discord between what people said and what they truly meant. This new sensitivity made my recovery more challenging, as I could sense when medical professionals were being less than honest about my condition. Yet the memory of that loving presence sustained me through years of physical challenges and pain. Whenever the suffering became unbearable, I would focus on that memory and often feel a warm, comforting presence envelop me like a protective cloak. Now, 50 years later, these experiences remain as vivid as ever. I've learned that our time on earth is like a brief educational journey, a sort of cosmic study abroad program. Our true home lies in the spiritual realm, and our earthly challenges are opportunities for growth and learning. The most important lesson I gained is that love, genuine, unconditional love expressed through both actions and thoughts, is the primary purpose of our existence. This understanding has transformed how I live. While I'm grateful for my family and friends, I no longer fear death. Instead, I see it as a return journey to our true home. I've learned that what matters isn't social status, wealth, or achievements, but rather the love we share and the positive energy we contribute to the world. Each loving thought, each moment of genuine compassion contributes more to our spiritual growth than any material success. I've also come to believe that there is no eternal damnation. Just as a loving parent wouldn't permanently banish a wayward child, our spiritual existence continues beyond our earthly mistakes. The only hell is the moment when we must face our own actions and thoughts with complete clarity, as I did during my life review. This experience has left me with an unshakable faith in something greater than ourselves, though I understand now that our human minds cannot fully comprehend the vastness of divine love. The evil we see in the world isn't God's will, but rather the result of human ego and disconnection from our spiritual nature. As I've grown older, I've come to appreciate that while my experience was extraordinary, its message is simple. We are here to learn to love more purely, to think more kindly, and to understand that our earthly existence, though important, is just one brief chapter in an eternal spiritual journey. When I look back now, my entire life on earth feels like the blink of an eye compared to the vastness of spiritual existence. Yet each moment carries the potential for profound growth and understanding.
I would like to thank Ingrid for sharing her incredible story, and I hope it has brought you comfort, understanding, or perhaps validation of your own experiences. By sharing these stories, it reminds us that there may be more to our existence than we can see, and that love truly connects us all. If you'd like to hear more extraordinary stories like this one, please follow The Day I Died. And if this story resonated with you, please take a moment to like the video to help others find these powerful stories too. Until next time, remember that every story shared here started with an ending, but became the start of a beautiful beginning.